Hello everyone, welcome to K Diagnostics. Dio here, and I have Johnny here with me.
Hello everyone.
So today we're gonna be working on this 2008 Toyota Tundra, and the complaint on this truck is that the brake pedal goes to the floor and the master cylinder is losing brake fluid. So I don't know if we can really show everybody here, but the master cylinder is empty. Let's look in there. Yeah, you see? So the master cylinder is empty and the brake fluid is leaking out from somewhere. So what we need to do now, we have to find out where the leak is. So let's put a little bit of brake fluid in the master cylinder and pump the brakes and see where our leak is. So Johnny is gonna go inside the truck. So Johnny, you're gonna help me do this. You're gonna get inside the truck and pump the brakes. So I will get some brake fluid and put in the master cylinder. So I'm putting fluid in the master cylinder right now. So pump the brakes. So as John is pumping the brakes, we're gonna go around the truck and see where our leak is. So I'm gonna lift up the truck a little bit. So keep pumping the brakes. And I suspect this side. And hopefully you guys can see there. So our brake fluid is leaking from the caliper. The other side there is dry. Look at the other side, guys, and look at this side. So that's a huge brake fluid leak right there. So let's take the tire off and see what we're gonna find. So the next step is removing this tire and go from there. Alright guys, so we got the tire off, and here is what I'm looking at here. The outer pad is missing, and here is our leak. As you guys can tell, our caliper is leaking, and oh wow, so even the inner pad is missing as well. Huh. So did you notice a grind as you were driving?
Yeah, it was like grinding along, and then one day just stopped grinding and it went bang.
Oh,
I think that's where it fell out.
Oh yeah, wow. Now we have to replace the caliper, the rotor, and the pads. Okay, sweet. So the problem really is right here. So we're gonna have to remove this caliper and the rotor. And to take the caliper out, we're gonna remove these two bolts, these caliper bolts. So this one and that one up there. Once we take those two bolts out, the caliper is gonna come out. I mean, we're gonna replace the caliper too. So we're gonna have to undo this brake hose banjo bolt. This is gonna come out as well. We're gonna remove the caliper bracket. So the bracket's got two bolts too. So one here and another one up there. And once the caliper and the caliper bracket is removed, our rotor is gonna slide out, okay? So before I start removing the caliper and the rotor, let's do a quick visual inspection under the truck here to see if we're gonna find any other issues here. I mean, with a leaking caliper like this, we're just gonna go ahead and replace both calipers. I like replacing two rear calipers. I mean, it helps with your brake balance. It doesn't really make sense. I mean, you can still do it, but in my opinion, I think it's always good to replace two calipers as a pair. So we're gonna put a new caliper on this side and the other side. So let's go to the other side and see. So there's no leak on this side, but I believe your brake pads are completely worn out there too. And We are under the truck right now. And the front brakes were done not too long ago. So we're now gonna focus on the front brakes. So now that I got our caliper bolts out of the way, now I can remove the caliper. And look, you see how your caliper looks?
Oh,
See? Man, that's why it was leaking, because the piston came all the way out. And you see it started to touch the rotor, so it was grinding against the rotor. So what happened was your pads got worn out so bad they fell off, and the piston was just pushing against the rotor.
that's crazy.
And you see how thin? Show the rotor here. Move the camera here so people can see. Yeah. Do you see how thin the rotor has become?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yep. Awesome. So now the next step is removing this caliper bracket. I'm gonna So what I'm doing right now, I'm removing the caliper bracket bolt. So once this caliper bracket is out, then we should be able to remove the brake rotor. So here comes your caliper bracket. Caliper bracket is out. So now we can remove the brake rotor. Oh, here are your brake pads. Oh, one of your pads. Let's show this on camera. Here is one of the pads. Oh my gosh. Woo.
So where were they?
It was, I think it got caught up in between right here. So between the axle housing and the caliper bracket, because once I took the bracket out, and then that pad fell. So this is the inner pad. The outer pad disappeared. Because there were supposed to be two pads there. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna clean up this surface right here. So make sure you show the viewers what I'm about to clean. So we're gonna clean up this axle flange here.
So why are you cleaning?
So I'm cleaning it because sometimes if you have some dirt here or rust, the new rotor is not going to be able to sit properly, and that can warp it. So if it does, then your rotor is not going to be straight, and you might be feeling a little pulsation when you step on the brakes. So it's always good to get the surface nice and clean so that the rotor can sit flat on this flange right here, on this face. Yeah, this looks good. It's not, just by looking at it I can tell that it's not damaged or it's not bent or anything. So now the next step is I'm spraying a little bit of brake fluid there to clean it. All right, so that's cleaned, and your park brake shoes look good. So this is good. And all the hardware also looks good too. The springs and everything. So that's good. Now we're gonna put the new rotor on. But I'm gonna put a little bit of brake grease right here. Just a little bit. Because it's gonna help remove this rotor, so the next time you're doing your brakes, it's gonna make it easy to remove it. That way they're not gonna be stuck on.
Never do these brakes again, do you?
That's good. Don't do them again. No, that's smart. Okay, so now, so now go ahead and, okay. Oh, now here comes the caliper bracket. Let's show our viewers here what you're doing. Okay.
Dorcas.
So now Johnny is putting the caliper bracket back on. The bolts are over there. That's gonna be on camera!
What?
That noise is gonna be on camera now.
Oh, dang it. Well, I think it's a working shop. A lot of stuff going on.
A lot of stuff going on. Okay, good. Alright. So now grab that ratchet.
This one?
Yeah. Now let's get that tight. Just press on that button. Yeah. Okay, do the other one. Okay.
Dio, I resent that comment.
Which comment?
I can be helpful sometimes.
Yeah, not all the time.
Always.
Always.
I just need to know what I'm doing, and I will be the...
Okay, so now let's get the pads.
Dad, grease them up, Johnny. On the backside. Yep, right there. Whoa!
Yeah, right there. Yeah. Johnny knows what he's doing.
He was doing it on the other side. I had to turn it around and tell him.
Okay. Good. So let's show everybody what we're doing here. We're putting some brake grease on the backing plate here on the of the pad. So now the pad is ready to be installed. Since these springs here are new, so they can be kind of tricky sometimes. There we go. So now, can you install the outer one? That one? Yeah. Try.
Other way. Other way.
Other way. Other way.
Other way.
Yeah. There you go.
You want the brakes to work. You want to get that on film?
That one?
What you were just doing, trying to get that off?
No, that's fine.
I don't have to return the bolts, all right? Just the...
Yeah, just the calipers and the caliper brackets.
Okay.
Okay, so
What do you need? I'll do it. Oh.
right here. There you go. Lift it up a little bit. There. Put it on that side. There you go. Towards me. Yeah, clockwise. Yeah. It's slippery.
These are Johnny's hands, if anybody wants. Big Johnny's hands.
Those are not little Johnny's hands, big Johnny's hands. Okay. Oh, Johnny did great.
Feels like it's time to move.
All right.
We gotta
Now
go for dinner.
we're gonna put this. Now I'm gonna install the brake hose. Man, I can't hold anything today.
Personal problem. Personal problem.
Okay.
Did I need 3 things of brake fluid?
Yeah,
You do? I do?
you do. Maybe 2.
Really?
Well, I just used. Okay. So this is Johnny's work. Let's see what Johnny did. Okay. Here we are, everybody. Johnny just replaced the rear calipers and the rear brake rotors and pads.
Yep.
How do you feel, Johnny?
I feel professional.
You feel professional?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. It feels good to be in the shop?
Good to be back in the shop. Getting these fixed.
Awesome. So, it's like back in the shop. It's like, it sounds like he's even here.
I'm here like 2 times a week.
Oh my gosh. Well, so now the next step is bleeding the brakes. So we're gonna lower the truck a little bit. The truck. Let's lower the truck a little bit and then put some brake fluid in the master cylinder and bleed the brakes. Yeah, pull that down first. Yeah, and then press that other lever down. Yeah, press it down. There you go. Now the truck is going down.
Not there.
So when it was empty, who put the brake fluid in? Was it you or Little Johnny?
I did.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Do you have any screws in here?
You didn't trust Little Johnny?
Oh, hey.
Alright, I think it might be full.
It's full?
Yeah, it's right here on the top.
It's right on the top? Okay, good. So now we need someone in the truck to pump the brakes for
That'll
us.
be me. You want me to do it?
Cool. So now let's get you to... Now, we can put some zip tie there.
Yeah, zip tie.
Brother Nick's favorite favorite tool.
It's like duct tape and zip
Zip
tie.
tie.
Okay, you ready?
Okay, hold on. So when you bleed the brakes, you want to start bleeding the right rear side first because that's the furthest side from the master cylinder. So start pumping. So this is how you pump. Don't pump too fast. Go 1 stroke all the way to the floor and let the pedal come back and then pump. Yeah. There you go.
So what are we looking for?
Is it leaking?
No. No, so what we're just gonna wait a couple seconds because all that fluid we put in the master cylinder is gonna make its way back here. So it's gonna come up here. So there's this screw here that we're gonna open. This one, it's called the bleeder screw. That's what's gonna allow the air that's trapped in the system to escape out. Okay? Okay, so now hold the brakes. So now Johnny is holding. I'm gonna crack this. I'm gonna crack this bleeder screw. So you see, we have a little bit of fluid coming there, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna tighten it. Keep pumping. So only a little bit came because there's still air in the system. So we're pumping to let all the air out. So hold. I'm gonna crack it again. Pump. 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 If you look closely here, you see the caliper moving now. Hold.
Well, I just felt that.
Good. Pump. Hold. So while he's holding, I'm gonna open the bleeder screw. Now it's gonna allow the fluid to come out. See that? Okay, now let's go on the other side and you see the difference. Keep pumping. Okay, since we haven't bled this side yet, keep pumping. Hold. Is that good?
Yep.
Pump. Hold. So you can either hear or see some air fly out there. You see that?
Yep.
So that's air coming out.
Wow.
So yeah, we're pushing. I hope the camera is picking that up too. Okay, keep pumping. So what he's doing, all the fluid we just put in the master cylinder is getting pushed to the back, and all the air that it's finding in the system is pushing it towards here. So eventually, once we loosen this bleeder screw a couple times, all the air is gonna come out, and then the system is just gonna be filled with brake fluid. Yep. Keep pumping. Are you tired already? Are you tired already?
No.
It's getting hard?
No.
Okay, good. Just keep pumping.
We got a lot of muscle.
Okay, hold. Yeah. So, what you want to see is you want to see brake fluid shooting out like that. That's good. Okay, keep pumping. How does the pedal feel?
Way better.
Way better. Good. Hold. Pump. Hold. Yeah, pump. We're good. How does it feel?
Me?
The pedal.
Good.
Good? Okay, awesome. So, no, you're good. You're fine. Stop pumping. We're fine. We're done. Okay, guys. So, we replaced rear calipers and pads and rotors. So, we reused this caliper bracket because the caliper bracket bolt were slightly bigger on the older bracket. So, that's why you kind of see this mismatch here in color.
Should I put more brake fluid in?
Is it low? Yeah, you can add. Yeah, add it to the max level. Yeah. All right, so this side is done, and so is the other side. This is the side here that was leaking, and the car is good to go. We're gonna put the tires back on, lower it, test drive it. This is a fix. So Johnny, good job.
Thank you very much.
I hope you learned something today.
I did. I
Good.
can change any brakes now.
You can change any brakes? Okay, awesome. So I hope you like this video. If you do, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumb down. But you gotta tell us why so we can make better videos in the future. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, K Diagnostics. And while you're down there, ring the bell so you can get notified every time I upload a new video. Okay, if you have any comments, questions, criticism, leave them in the comment box. Thanks, guys. See you next time. All right, keep pumping the brakes. All right, so Johnny is inside the truck pumping the brakes right now, and I wanted to show you the fix. As you guys can see, it's no longer leaking, and we installed a new caliper and a rotor and the pads. So this is a fix. The brake fluid is no longer leaking. Johnny's brakes are fixed, so we are good to go. Yeah, go all the way. Master cylinder is full now, and the brake fluid is no longer going down, so it's holding brake fluid. This is fixed. All right, yeah, get the arms out.
Oh,
yeah. Get the arms out on the other side.